and just surrender to this fucking process. Listen to like the voice of God, listen to the universe, listen to life, whatever the fuck you believe in. You guys are so fucked this year in 2024 if you still let people and their opinion about you, your life, and your business carry more weight than your opinion about yourself. Look, I get it. Maybe the last part of 2023 was a shit show for you. Maybe Q4 was a shit show for business. Maybe this season was one of the hardest times of your fucking life. Maybe you've gotten hit after hit after hit and shit just won't go your way. And it hasn't been going your way. And you've tried every fucking move that you could possibly make and shit's still not going the way that you hope and you pray and that you dream. But this is the point. If you can get through this time, what makes you think you can't get through the next season, the next quarter, the next year, even if it is hardship? Life is not designed to be easy. It never is. It's supposed to challenge you. Because if life is challenging, then you're not at the level yet that you think that you are in your mind. And you have to get past all of your fucking ego and pride to believe that you should be somewhere else. No, motherfucker, you're here for a reason. There's a lesson you have not yet learned, and all you have to do is be present right here in this fucking moment, and you'll learn it. It's right under your fucking nose, but you're too worried about the what ifs. You're too worried about other people. You're too worried about things not going your way. You not achieving the timeline or the results that you want right fucking now. It doesn't matter about your timeline. The timeline will happen on its own. It's by design, but you can't do anything to manipulate it. You just have to surrender to the fact that you're going to go through the shit that you're going through right now, and you will go through it for as long as it's needed for you to get to where you need to get to. But some of you guys are too worried about trying to get there faster, wanting the end result. You're too fucking impatient, so you start making these emotional-based decisions, or you start self-sabotaging. You start doing other shit. You start drinking or smoking pot to start the year, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to feel fucking good and pretty. And then at some point in the year, I'm going to finally take my life fucking seriously. No, you got to get to work right now, motherfucker. You got to get to work right now. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day counts towards your purpose. But some of you guys even fucking are messaging me right now that you don't know your purpose. You don't know what the point is for you being in this life. But you're not willing to do anything about it. You're not willing to actually go above and beyond for yourself to find your purpose. You're not willing to seek the answer. You'd rather read books, listen to audiobooks, listen to people that have zero fucking reason to even say this is what it takes to be successful when they have not even been battle tested. You look at their life, they don't have a family, they don't have the business, they don't have the obvious proof that they've accomplished something with their life, but you'd rather listen to them than taking the hard path of investing into yourself, figuring out a way to make shit happen so you can change, so you can evolve, even during the hard times. Here's the thing. In the hard times is where you will find yourself. You're going to find all of your fears. You're going to find all of the failures that you have. You're going to find all of your self-esteem issues, your confidence issues. You're going to find all the gaps in your knowledge. You're going to find all of the fucking kinks in your armor. You're going to find all the reasons why you get unconfident. You're going to go through so much fucking turmoil and darkness. But if you see that as a gift, if you see that as, I'm going through this so that way I can see a mirror to all of the things holding me back from being the next level version of myself, all I have to do is stop fighting it and just surrender to this fucking process. Listen to like the voice of God, listen to the universe, listen to life, whatever the fuck you believe in. Listen to the thing that's trying to guide you versus trying to logically override with your small human fucking brain. That's why so many people in this world are lost. They are trying to guide themselves and lead themselves, but the truth is you're not leading yourself. You don't have the business. You don't have the money. You don't have the fitness. You don't have the health. You don't have any of the shit. You don't have anything on your record saying that you should trust you. But you'd rather listen to you than listen to all of these different things in your life that are starting to align, and all you have to do is walk the fucking path. But instead of walking the path and really having faith that all of this shit is guiding you to your purpose, you'd rather say, no, it doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable, so I'd rather go this fuck off direction because I logically think, based on all of my losses, that's the best course of action. That makes fucking sense. Does that make sense? No, it sounds fucking stupid. That's why you're losing. You're losing because you're trying to override with a brain that hasn't been able to compute success yet in life, yet you think that you know better than somebody else who is winning at life. That you know better than the higher power, the higher being that's guiding you in the right fucking direction, and you're just like, nope, I know better. Keep losing in 2024 and see how much that thought process actually serves you. You have to understand, you have to be a student to this game of life. You have to understand that everything, every failure, every hardship, every shitty Christmas, every shitty quarter, all of the things that you've been experiencing the past few months, all of that is for a purpose. It's to teach you a lesson you haven't learned yet. So that way you can apply it to your life and finally start seeing that change. You can actually start seeing that there's gaps in your operating system, your ways of thinking that's preventing you from getting to the next level. Or maybe you just haven't learned how to actually commit to something for long enough to actually see life-changing results. I see so many people try to change their life, try to go to the gym, January fucking 1st, new year, new me, guys. I'm going to fucking crush it. New year, new me. I'm going to buy all the supplements. I'm going to buy all the BCAAs. I'm going to do all the muscle recovery things so that way I don't get sore. And then what happens? Midway through the month or the end of the month, you're fucking gone. You pop smoke. You gave up on yourself again. Because it's not the outside things. It's not the external things that's going to get you the results. It's internally. Did you fucking commit this time? Are you finally ready this time to change your life? Are you finally committed to the life? Are you committing your whole life to getting to this level? Or are you just for right now? Because it's convenient right now for you. When you got motherfuckers like me that are in it for life. I'm on a lifelong mission to win. I'm not in here for a fucking day, a week, a month, a season. I'm here for life. And you have to understand, when you commit for life, to success, to self-actualize, to find your purpose, to live your purpose, that doesn't mean it's going to feel good every step of the way, motherfucker. It's going to feel like shit sometimes. But that's what it takes. That's what people who win at life and in business and with their family, that's what we sacrifice to get to the level. What are you willing to sacrifice? Or do you feel like some type of fucking entitled motherfucker who just thinks that shit's going to be handed to them? That if all you do is complain enough, that life, God, or the universe is going to say, oh, I don't want you to cry anymore. Here's success. No, you don't rate shit. That's what you have to understand. You earn the shit that you have in your life. And that is done through a day-to-day basis. That's waking the fuck up early when you don't want to. That's doing and committing to the path even when you don't want to, even when it doesn't feel good. It might be fucking raining. It might be snowing. All of the fucking elements might be going after you, but you have to stay on the path. If this is the path to your purpose, and you know that if you just walk in this same singular direction for the next decade, the next 10 years, you will arrive at a life that you couldn't even fucking dream of. But on this path, over the course of the next decade, you're going to go through hail, you're going to go through snow, you're going to go through rain, you're going to go through shine, you're going to go through heat, blistering fucking heat. Then you're going to go straight into the cold. Then you're going to go into the darkness. Then there will always be light, and you never see darkness, so your eyes can actually rest. You're going to go through all this shit. But how committed are you to staying on the path? How committed are you to not giving up because the seasons change, because times get harder, because you're pushed so fucking thin, you're redlining, and you don't even know what the fuck's happening right now? How much are you willing to commit to the rest of your life, to your purpose? I want you to get this through your thick fucking skull. The thing that everybody wants to do is the thing that you shouldn't do. Did that go over your head? The thing that everybody wants to do, party, drink, smoke, chill, Netflix all the time, not doing the things that's going to help them accomplish their mission in this life, wanting to basically work hard for nothing, do things without intention, be a zombie in this fucking world, just talk shit on social media and be trolls and not give any value to anybody else and do stupid shit. That's who you want to follow? That's what 99% of people do, and you want what those people have? Or do you want what 1%ers have? The people that X all of that shit, that are like, none of that shit serves me. None of it. The excuses, the mentality, I don't have the money. No, we find the money. I don't have the time. No, we make the time. Oh, I don't have time for my kids. Well, yeah, you do, motherfucker. You're just trying to keep yourself busy over here, so it feels like you're doing work, even though you're not achieving results because you're so unconfident with yourself that you can't look your wife or your kids in the eye and say that I'm doing my best because you got nothing to show for it. It's so much harder to be the 1%er. But if you do what the 99% of people in this world who are losing, if you do what they do, why do you think you're going to get any different result if they're all losing? You will be the next loser in line. Just understand that. If you want to be a winner, you have to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. That's how you win at this game of life. If you see everybody running in that direction, and if you could just forecast that in that direction, there's this huge fucking cliff that everybody's just going to fall down to and just fall to their death. You would be dumb to say, I'm just going to do that thing. Everybody's doing it. I'm going to go fucking do that thing. It'd be very smart of you to say, well, there's this whole ass fucking mountain that I have to climb that's basically like a wall. It's not even curved. It's a wall. And I have to somehow rock climb my ass over this mountain that might take me 5 to 10 years, but it's a lot better than fucking dying over there. Why can't you have this mentality? Why can't you be willing to sacrifice the short-term pleasures for the long-term results that you want in your life? Why is it that immediate and instant gratification is more sought after than learning the discipline of delayed gratification and learning to put in the work even if you don't see the results for the short being? Why is that not normal? Why is it so much normal to just give up, to just give in, to say, it's too hard, I'm just going to fucking settle? I don't know about you, but I would rather not live a life where I fucking settle because in my head, in my heart, I'm always going to know that I could have done more. I could have put out more. I could have sacrificed my comfort more. I could have figured it out more. I would rather embrace that pain on a daily basis for years than to settle for a mediocre fucking life that everybody else has. Because it's so easy to live that fucking life. Like, you just have to give up. You literally don't have to try anymore. All you have to do is give up. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just been my whole fucking life. I don't know if it's because from 10 years old, life was taken from me, and I never want to let anybody have command and control over my fucking life, that if I ever lose anything, that's on fucking me for not putting out. I don't know what it is about this chip on my fucking shoulder, but I would rather fucking die than to do what mediocre fucks do because they're too pussy to do anything about changing their life. I would rather suffer far longer on my hands and fucking knees and show everybody what it actually takes to win. Even if it takes me 5 or 10 years, I would rather do that than to settle for a mediocre fucking life like the rest of the sheep in this world. You have to understand, there's a different type of person. There's a very specific element in somebody that you can see, that you can sense when they're winners. When they got that ember that they can turn into a flame, you know who that motherfucker is. Are you that motherfucker, or are you just a talker that says they are? Because if you're that motherfucker, you have to understand you're going to have to pay a price that you weren't ready for. That bill's going to come and you're going to be like, Jesus Christ, I don't know how I'm going to even afford this shit. I'm going to have to put this shit on credit cards. I'm going to have to take out a loan. I don't fucking know, bro. I'm going to have to put my life on this because it is your life. That's what it takes to live the rest of your life purpose-driven. You commit, you pay with your life to it. It's not just for the now. It's not just for the short term. You pay with your life. That is the cost of being great. And everybody wants the results that the great have, but they're not willing to pay the fucking price. And all it takes to win is for me to show up more than anybody else. So what does that mean for you? How are you going to win? All you have to do is show up more than anybody else, and you just don't fucking stop. You have to understand this game of life, it's not a race at all. Everybody thinks it's a race. How fast can I get to the end result? That's not what the game is that we're playing, just so you know. We're playing the game of who the fuck can last the longest? Who can endure pain far longer than anybody else? Who can sacrifice more than anybody else? Who has the mental fortitude to not break? Who has the emotional resilience to pick themselves back up when shit just won't work? This is an endurance test, motherfuckers, because everybody's going to give up at some point. Somebody's going to get broken off. And you got to ask yourself, where are you lacking in your personal development, in your drive, in your mental fortitude, in your emotional state, in your confidence, in your ability? Where are you lacking? Because if you fortify those places, then You will be the person that can stick around for the long term, the person that never stops. And the only thing that I've ever done different than anybody else in the world, in the industry that I'm in, any of it, is I just never fucking stopped. I chose to keep going and take the hard path, even if I don't see results, because I'm just going to keep going because I can see mediocrity. I can see working a corporate job again and just hating my fucking life. I remember what it was like to commute 2 to 4 hours, depending on fucking traffic, to go to work. That is so easy to be a fucking robot and a zombie and just say, hey, I fucking settle for a shitty life. I settle to work a job where I can barely afford shit, to go home just to drink because I'm a fucking alcoholic now, and to smoke weed because that's all I can do to make myself feel better. And that could be anybody's life. It's so easy to live that life. Like crackheads could live that life. They don't even make money and they can live that life. And you want to settle for that life versus doing what needs to be done for you to win at this game. And all you have to do is reinforce different parts of yourself that are breaking every time you're challenged. You have to understand you will be challenged on the path to greatness. The question is, are you willing to do what motherfuckers like me are willing to do? Are you willing to do what motherfuckers like me are willing to sacrifice? The price we're willing to pay. The life commitment that I have to this mission. You might talk a big game, but let me see it. You understand the difference between me and you? You could be. You probably have that ember. You can probably turn it into a flame, but will you? That's the question. Every year since I started this journey, 2018, 2019, this started when I was 13 years old. My first business. This started when I was 10 years old, when I lost everything, and I chose to never lose anything again, as long as it was in my control. Everything is in my control now. So everything that I lose, that's on me. That's when I know nobody else took it from me. I lost it. And I also made a decision that I would never lose anything again. Not if I have anything to say or do about it, because you know I'm going to fucking put out. Who are you? In this next year, I want you to ask yourself that very powerful question. Who the fuck are you? Who are you meant to be? Who do you say you are, but who actually are you? What are the actions that you take that actually clearly define who you are and who the fuck you're not? Because if you spend 2024 just being a talker, just understand nothing's going to change for you. 2023 is the same thing. 2024 will be the same. 2025, the rest of your fucking miserable life will be the same. Unless this year you actually choose to decide to be a different person, a different operator in your life and in business. You commit to being that person no matter if shit is going your way or not. If it's rain, if it's shine, if it's hail, if it's snow, if it's dark, if it's fucking blistering heat, you're committed to the path for life. And when everything starts going against you, making absolutely no excuses as to why you will not succeed, that is the formula to success. I teach this to my people all the time. Those are the 3 things that if you do in that order, you will win. The only thing you have to detach from is how fast you win, because that's what breaks most motherfuckers off. They're willing to decide to do it. They're willing to commit. They won't make excuses, but they have to achieve the result now or in this time frame. And if they don't, then they break off. Then it really is not having an excuse. That's an excuse. I guess you really aren't committed. I guess you really haven't decided. Again, a talker. Choose who you're going to be in this year. Be that person. Figure it the fuck out like the rest of us do who win at life and in business. And just see how your life changes. Or by this time next year, you will watch this video again and you will see how your life hasn't changed and how the rest of the world who decided to take action decided to commit to it and decided to make no excuses, how their lives changed in just one fucking calendar year. Don't be the one who gets left behind because you decided to follow the sheep of the world versus finding who the fuck you were meant to be.